Just inflammation. It's your body's cleanup crew coming in to tidy up. It is not a growth signal. I mean, think about it. A marathon runner is sore for a week, but their legs don't get huge, right? Soreness and growth are two totally different things.
Okay, so we know what flicks the growth switch. Now let's talk about timing. And this is huge, because once you send that signal, a clock starts ticking. And that window of opportunity, it's way, way shorter than you probably think.
Just look at this timeline. It shows this massive disconnect between how you feel and what's actually happening. You finish your workout, boom, the signal's sent. The real building process, that's called muscle protein synthesis, it spikes at about 24 hours. But by the 48-hour mark, it's pretty much over. The window closes. So that soreness you might still be feeling on day 3, yeah, the construction crew packed up and went home yesterday.
And this is exactly why training a muscle just once a week is so inefficient. Think about it. You hit chest on Monday. It grows on Tuesday and Wednesday. And then for Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, it's just sitting there, doing nothing. That's 5 whole days of wasted potential. You are literally leaving growth on the table.
Okay, so we know the what and the when, but here's the kicker. You can get all of that perfectly right and still see 0 results. Why? Because of these 3 huge and super common growth killers that sabotage everything in the recovery phase.
All right, let's start with a question. Think about any lift you do, a curl, a squat, anything. There's the hard part, lifting the weight up, and then there's the part where you lower it back down. Be honest, which part do you basically ignore?
Well, check out this number, 40%. That's how much stronger your muscles are on the way down, the lowering part, or the eccentric phase. This is where you can create the absolute most tension.
So what does that mean? It means when you just drop the weight, when you rush the lowering part of a rep, you are literally throwing away the single most powerful growth signal in the entire exercise. It's like buying a ticket to a concert and leaving right before the headliner comes on stage. Growth killer number 2, and this one's a monster, is bad sleep. Get this, just one bad night can slash muscle protein synthesis by 18%. 1 week of getting just 5 hours a night, that can drop your testosterone levels as if you aged a decade. And it gets worse. In one dieting study, the group that slept poorly lost 60% more muscle and 55% less fat than the well-rested group. They ate the exact same food.
So look, the takeaway here is brutally simple. You can have the perfect training plan and the perfect diet, but if your sleep sucks, you're just spinning your wheels. It's not optional. It is absolutely everything.
And that brings us to our third and final growth killer. I love this quote. You've done everything right, sent the signal, got your rest, but it's like you hired a full construction crew to show up and then completely forgot to order any bricks or lumber. Those raw materials? That's protein.
Right. So we all know we need protein. That's not a secret. The real question is, are you actually truly eating enough to fuel that growth? Because there's a huge difference between thinking you are and knowing you are.
And here's the trap so many of us fall into. Studies have shown over and over again that we are terrible at estimating what we eat. I mean, people can be off by as much as 50%. The old saying is true, you can't manage what you don't measure. And if you're not getting enough protein, that construction crew is just standing around with nothing to build.
Okay, we've busted the myths, we pointed out the killers, so what do we do about it? Let's boil this all down to a simple 4-step action plan. The real formula. Here it is, super simple. Number 1, progressive tension. Always be finding ways to challenge your muscles. Number 2, slow down your eccentrics. Seriously, try counting the 3 on the way down for every single rep. It will change everything. Number 3, sleep. 7+ hours, make it non-negotiable. And finally, number 4, eat enough protein. Give that crew the materials they need to do their job.
So, if you remember just one thing from all this, let it be this right here. Your muscles don't grow because they're sore. They grow because you challenge them with a heavy load, you fed them the right stuff, and then you just got out of the way and let your body do its thing.
So that brings us to the final question. Your next growth window is the next 48 hours. Now that you know the rules of the game, what's the one thing you are going to change? Are you going to slow down your reps, get to bed an hour earlier tonight, or maybe actually track your protein tomorrow? Think about it, because the game starts right now.